Ka pai e hoa. So please tell me your name. How old are you and where did you travel from tonight?
Well, my name is Terry Cheng. I'm 17 and I travelled all the way from South Auckland.
Ka pai, Terry, South Auckland in the house again. Here we go. Ka pai, Terry. So please tell me the name of your film and just explain to me what's your film all about.
My film is about, it's called Keep the Faith, and it's about the Alfriston College Niuean group and their journey to Polyfest, and really to document their experiences and to dive into deeper themes. So like, talk about cultural identity and how competition shouldn't be, culture shouldn't be a competition. So yeah.
So Terry, your documentary film, it followed the Niuean kapahaka team from day dot, from practice all the way to the day where they performed at Polyfest, right? Now you're saying that it's not just about the competition itself, but the Polyfest actually means more than that, right? Could you tell us why you think, from your perspective, why culture is important, especially young people, and why it was important to those that were in your documentary?
I think growing up in New Zealand, especially in our generation, a sense of culture and having a sense of self, it's incredibly important to keep that alive, to talk about, give a platform for people to talk about their backgrounds and just really to celebrate culture and to say, it's who they are and who they really are. Yeah.
Ka pai, Terry. And so, documentary, this type of genre, would you say that's the niche that you'll probably stay in terms of your young film making career?
Not quite. I'm really experimenting with everything, right? This documentary, it's something that I've quite enjoyed making, but I also, want to jump into more narrative stuff, more short films, just really experimenting with everything right now. So yeah.
Now, over the course of shooting your documentary, was there any sort of positive learnings or even any negative learnings that you had while making this documentary?
I mean, absolutely. There was a lot of things learned through making of this, and especially just, the behind-the-scenes part of it, right? Just to talk to the teachers who are part of it, or the tutors, or the students, and just really getting them on board onto the film. Because, it's not, like we're doing right now, it's not that comfortable being on camera. Yeah. And it's really just getting them on board, making them comfortable. And I think that part, you always need to be considerate of the privacy and, when you're doing a documentary about cultural identity, it's always, you have to be very careful and very considerate, respectful of what they're putting out there,
Ka pai, Terry. So coming back to culture, it was interesting what you said, when you're doing a documentary or anything on culture, it's very important to be careful and respectful. Now, you're Chinese yourself. Yes. That is your culture. Yeah. So have you made a connection from being from Chinese culture and seeing Māori culture or Niuean culture and Samoan culture? Could you maybe elaborate more about that?
Yeah, I mean, growing up in South Auckland, there's a lot of cultures here. And, going to school and having lots of diverse cultural friends and all that, I think it's, oftentimes a great time to learn about other cultures and to see what, there's a lot of perspectives and views on things in life. And I think, being Chinese, I think it's a great time for everyone to learn about each other's cultures and to embrace, everything that we are, because, we all come from different places and we're all here, living together. And I think, now it's the most important time to, celebrate each other's cultures.
Exactly, mate.
Yeah.
Now, as a young filmmaker, especially in times, languages are dying, people are trying to reconnect with their cultures. How do you think film, as a young filmmaker yourself, how do you think film can help with bringing back culture or highlighting and making people feel proud about their culture, like how you did with the Niuean Polynesian team?
I think, especially in a lot of, what you see in mainstream films nowadays, you see films like Pixar's Coco, and they explore the Mexican culture, and now it's, Lion King and African culture. I think it's most important time for everyone to come together and to just really experience each other's cultures. And I think this film provides a platform for the Niuean culture to, celebrate their culture, and it's really about giving back to the community. Yeah.
Ka pai, Terry. Now for some fun stuff. In 10 years' time, you're going to be 26.
Right.
Where do you see yourself at the age of 26?
Hopefully not broke. Probably have a small house. Yeah. Probably having a job. I'm probably pursuing something that I love doing. Probably doing something I love going to work every day.
Yep. So perhaps being the next Peter Jackson?
Maybe not. Maybe yeah.
Ka pai. Now, just quickly, is there anything in particular right now that you'd want to make your next documentary on, or is there a particular theme that you want to make a movie on? Yeah.
Hey, we're learning about a lot of things every day. We're talking to a lot of people every day, and right now we don't have a specific topic or theme I want to explore, but it's just really keeping an eye out on the next thing next story to tell.
Yep. Ka pai, Terry. Last question. So for young aspiring filmmakers like yourself, what is the one piece of advice that you'd give to another young person who's also making films, who's wanting to follow this as a career? Any one piece of advice that you'd give to them?
I mean, just keep on making stuff. If it doesn't matter if you have the crappiest camera or you're just shooting on your iPhone. That I think is just making stuff, making a lot of stuff, making a lot of bad stuff. I think it's important to make a lot of bad stuff, but to also make the best stuff that just make a lot of films, I guess.
So where can the iwi, where can we find a lot of your work? YouTube, Instagram?
Oh man, there's a 14-minute documentary. So the one you see, guys, the 5-minute version, that's a real small snippet of it. So keep the faith. There's a 40-minute documentary. It's online YouTube. You can find it on Facebook, and yeah.
Ka pai e hoa. Well, ngā mihi kia koe. Thank you for giving your beautiful kōrero to us here tonight, and I want to wish you good luck for the rest of your career. And if you're looking for some actors in the future, I'm your man. Ka pai, thanks, Terry.
Proud at the year 9 to being really scared to join. They walked into a room full of 11s, 12s and 13s and gave it to their all. But I think always get emotional when I see my year 13s, because we've had 5 awesome years. They've been doing Niuean group, doing language and just following me in terms of all things Niuean culture, giving back to the school, dancing, giving back to the community.